the edge of their seat.
All right. Hello, all you night readers. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to Tarot Days and Nights. Tonight's show at 6 o'clock, I know it doesn't show there, is my very special guest, the Violet Sage. Yes. So, hi, it's me, and the Violet Sage is right next to me, right over there. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. So, tell everyone about yourself for a moment.
Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, I am Jade and known as the Violet Sage. I am a psychic medium and I do many different types of readings. And we are doing tarot this evening. And I have the violetsage.com or the Violet Sage on Facebook and the Violet Sage on YouTube.
Yeah. That and that is cool. All right, so I guess we're going to jump right in. So, yeah, she's a psychic medium. I am a psychic extra large. I know. Bad.
I love
The
when you
jokes
say
get
that. It's
bad.
funny.
It's been a
Yeah.
long day. It's been a
I know
long
somebody
day.
else who calls them that. So that's
There you go. All right, so let's see. Yvonne wants to know a reading about her family situation. There we go. Anya, Suzanne, Lisa, how are you all? I hope you're all doing all right. I have had quite the day. I've been busy. I am going to reveal something during this show. Or maybe I'll wait till the 8:30 show. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it now.
oh, you got to do it now while I'm here.
I know. I will. I will. I'll do it like a half hour into the show. So we have a big crowd. Echo. Hold on. I can fix that. I can fix an echo. There we go. That should be better.
Oh, I had the wrong thing on. I couldn't see any comments. There we go.
There we go. That should be better, I think, for the echo. It should definitely. All right.
Line it up.
Yeah, so here's what I have for you. What's going on? I think the family is happy. I think everybody in the family is happy right now with the things that are going on. The problem is there's one person in the family who is completely detached from everyone. They've completely I don't even know how to explain it. They've made it so difficult that they're just not part of the family right now, and that is an issue. So that is what I see from my end. What do you have, Jade?
Okay, well, I guess we'll start with the good stuff, like you did. I agree, there's some good stuff going on here. I do have the Ten of Cups, which is a good card as far as maybe there's a marriage or something that may be going on in the family or a closeness, maybe a lover situation, happiness. But like you said, there's one person, but I do feel there's somebody bringing something to the table. We do have a Six of Swords. There may be traveling, maybe people may not be happy about their choices or decision, maybe even their work, because it is a wand. He has a wand in his hand, but it is the swords. So it does feel like maybe people are not happy about the choices of this one person, but you might have to let that person do their own thing because it feels like they may be going places at their own speed and their own direction. That's what I have.
All right. So thank you very much. That is a good. That was a good reading. I think that hit it right on the head with stuff. So,
Awesome.
all right. I hope I got the sound a little better. I think it is. I think. So, Lisa Farrell would also like a family reading.
So far, oh.
All right.
This the family thing?
Yeah. These are my Irish sisters. They're from
Ah,
Ireland.
oh,
There's actually five of
Ireland.
them, and
Nice. Welcome,
five of
Lisa.
them, and their cousin, and their a couple of their significant others, and one of their daughters. They all come. They're all in Ireland. They all show up all the time, which is great. I absolutely love it. I got the Queen of Swords again. You guys saw me, right? You see me shuffle. I pick cards random, and I still got the same thing. Oh my. All right.
You can tell it's family, right?
Yeah, I know. All right, so here's what I get. Again, I'm going to tell you the exact same thing I just told your sister. One person is out for themselves, right? They're kind of out. There they go. They're out for themselves. They are not attached to the family. They have severed everything. They've been very cold, very distant. The Page of Rods tells me that, you're a free spirit. The family is very adventurous. They're being brave, even though this person is doing things that they don't like. The family is being brave. The family has become, closer. And, that's what I see. What do you got for me, Jade?
Okay, well, we start off with the Knight of Swords. So it is a swords, but at the same time, this could be the words actually live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing comes to me. But I'm going to say that this person, when they strike, they can be felt. Um, they are pretty. The knight usually comes in and saves somebody, but in this case, it could just be that. Oh boy, how do I want to say this? Let me just absorb this card for a moment as it falls down. That they are. I'm actually getting the word struggling too, but they're their own person. They're in their own little world, sort of like what you're saying, Night Reader. But I also feel that they have materialistic pursuits. So maybe nothing else matters to them except for keeping their eye on the ball, and nothing and no one else matters, which is not a real good, healthy way to live. But um, this person, you feel them when they make a decision or when they're talking to you. So when they finally do come out, it might be a little sharp, but they're very consumed in their own thing here with the materialistic pursuits. Right. That's what I would say.
All right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Okay. That's what we got for you, Lise. Thanks. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm so preoccupied tonight. I had so many things going on right up until showtime.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah.
We're both very caught up in stuff right up into the minutes
Oh my
before the
gosh.
show.
It was crazy.
And
Hi,
yeah,
Suzanne.
Riska,
Can
she's
you have a
asking.
reading? You
She's
can
asking if you change your
absolutely.
times for your show, and yes, he did. He's adding all kinds of times.
Yeah. This is not my time slot anymore. This is an extra show tonight. I have another show at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So keep that in mind too. Um, it is busy, busy, busy. Today was Freebie Friday on Instagram. If you guys got your chance to get your questions in, it was Freebie Friday. Hey, Fairy Wren. Hello. All right, so Suzanne, can you get a reading? Sure. There we go. Now, if you get the Queen of Swords, I'm going to be really mad. No, we didn't. All right, so, Suzanne, here's what I get for you. I think you are working on holding on to things. I think you are trying to gain wealth. I think I got my hands right in the way, right? I think you're trying to gain wealth. I think you're trying to save money. That's a big thing, because I believe something is coming that you are going to be attached to and that you really, really want, right? You're going to have some type of emotional attachment to something that you see that you want, and that's what you're saving money for. That's what I see. What do you got, Jade?
All right. I have that we have the Nine of Wands. So a lot of hard work and work is that's getting put into things. Putting things together, possibly some healing pursuits as well. Maybe you're changing a way that you do things. Maybe it could even be diet, nutrition. Maybe you're really focusing on health. But I do see that you are trying to prepare the ground so that you can walk through that door and make a difference, make a change. I also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a really good money card. So I do feel that whatever you're doing could stands a great chance of bringing in some income, that you're good with money, and I believe money or income in your life is about to change if it hasn't already for the better. All right, I'll leave that with you.
All right. So that's what's going on for you, Suzanne. Thank you so much for your question. Thanks for being here. I do
Yes.
appreciate everybody who's here tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, we got a big crowd here tonight.
I know. So far. So far, so good. All right. Anya, can you get a reading? A general reading? Sure. Absolutely, you can. Well, let me get rid of those cards.
Anya, where's Scott?
You don't want the same cards,
Hi,
trust me.
Anya.
I could just leave them out there and tell everybody the same thing. That's almost how it goes. So. Oh, come on. My shuffling is terrible tonight. My fingers are raw from shuffling all day long.
Oh my goodness, I got
I
cards
did
that can't want to keep
I did
popping
like
up too.
I did like 18 Freebie Friday videos. Plus I did the show this morning.
Wow,
It's been busy.
careful.
I have this show. I've got the next show. And I worked on the new project all day. Other than that, nothing's going on.
Other than that, nothing.
I can't. I can't wait until 9:30 when I can eat dinner. All right,
Wow.
so here's what we got. I think, Anya,
Wow.
I think you're very smart. And I've always said that. I've said that many different times. We've had this reading many times where I've come up with the idea that you are very smart. Very simple, right? But I also think, you're quick to think. You think very quickly. You think on your feet, right? And when you make a decision, you're extremely decisive. You have, you are decisive. You know exactly what you want. Sometimes that causes people to have conflict with you or fight with you or argue with you, right? You've made a decision. You stuck to it. This is it. Nothing's going to change you. There's that little bit of stubbornness. Then there's but you made the decision right away, and then people get a little upset with you about it. And that's what I see going on right now. Anya, what do you have, Jade?
Well, I got this materialistic pursuit thing again, and I shuffled these cards really good. Okay,
See?
so I'm be careful why you're doing things is what I want to say, and I do believe that you are a hard worker. But making sure if you don't find time to like enjoy the fruits of your labor either, makes for a dull girl. So making sure you're not holding on too tight and doing things for the wrong reasons. It's more helpful if you're doing things because you love to do them or brings joy to you. So you might just want to fine tune a few things, and then we have the Knight of Swords again. Someone can be sharp. I'm getting quick witted, so it could be very intelligent. But again, you don't want to be mean or rude to people because maybe they're sidetracking you, and you have your mind on the goal. But it also feels like it could be somebody else that's coming in that is being very maybe rude or mean about something where they're upset with you that maybe you're not paying enough attention to them too. So just try to check in and see what all is going on, why you're doing things, and how you feel the way you do, and maybe you can just fine tune some things so you could feel better about it, and other people can feel like they have a little bit of your attention. All right, I'll leave that with you. I hope that helps, son.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Anya. I appreciate that.
And thank you, Anya.
Yep. Maya. Maya on YouTube says, hello. Hello. Is the
Nope.
Sagittarius in love with his baby mama, the Capricorn? And is he pursuing her romantically? Oh. All right. Is the Sagittarius, I can't even talk.
It's a
The
very
Sagittarius
confusing
still in
question.
love with his baby mama? And is he pursuing her romantically? There we go. And I got an extra card. Too many cards. All right, so Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. I think this person has no plans. I think they are just rushing into things all willy-nilly and not really thinking about what they're doing. Right? I think they run into things so fast that they end up destroying things. They ruin things. They ruin relationships. And that does not help. That doesn't work. That doesn't do anything good for you. The Ace of Swords does tell me, though, that you are going to have a new idea of things for yourself. Not for him, but for yourself. I think you're going to have a new idea. You're going to have some new clarity. When you get the idea, it's going to be extremely clear on what you need to do and how to do it. So that's what I have for you. What do you have, Jade?
Well, we got the same exact card. I got the Ace of Swords.
Awesome.
Yeah. So somebody's definitely trying to make their self felt. So maybe if you're feeling these feelings, maybe it's really just trying to get your attention. Maybe they're even trying to make you jealous. But it seems like their decisions are maybe painful, or maybe they're being too harsh or sharp, and it's leading you in those assumptions. And not to say that they can't be true, we don't never really know for sure, but it does feel like there's somebody's making themselves felt. But I have a little bit of money situations here. So there's the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's really trying to juggle money situations. So maybe it could even be juggling how they feel, or trying to figure out the real situation in their own mind, like this versus that. So it could be a little bit of a choice. So there's a little, it does feel like there's some confusion there, but at the same time, the person is definitely making themselves felt and known. I leave that with you. Sorry, I'm not sure if that totally answered your question.
I know. I hate when that happens because then it's like, okay, well, now where do we go? So, yeah, I don't know that it answered your question either. I really don't. And, I'll pull you one more card because
That's what Spirit
the
wants
moon
to
says
know,
there's
though.
sadness and fear in you. Um, but that doesn't answer the question either. I mean, we know you're sad because you are worried that he's in love with the baby mama. You don't know which way to go. I could just throw him out. You're having a conflict, and you have your internal conflict. King of Rods tells me that he is being very charismatic. All right, here's our answer then. Yes, he's being very charismatic with her. He is a passionate guy, and he's using his charisma. It's like magnetism, and that magnetism is drawing this person in. So he's definitely drawn to her. He is definitely still has feelings for her. I I can't say positive though that he is still pursuing her. All right?
I feel I need to add a little something to this,
Yeah.
and that is to uh, make sure of your feelings, because if there isn't anything there for you to worry about, you can actually create something to be worried about. And if you would push them in that direction, sometimes they actually look for reasons to do stuff like that. You don't want to be the one who does that either. So my suggestion is I always give them enough rope to hang themselves. You'll catch them sooner or later. Just, set it up so you'll know for sure. But if you feed too much energy into that, you'll actually create something that might not even be there.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, how true. Nikki, how are you? Nikki.
And thank you, everyone. I know some people are saying thank you and they've donated, and that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Hey, Robert, Neferi Wren, Zara Holland. I know I
I saw
missed saying
Fairy
hello to
Wren come
some.
in. Robert came in. I didn't see him. Hey,
Yeah,
Robert.
Robert, he's on
It's nice to
Facebook.
have you here. It is very nice
Yay.
to have you here. Um, so Nikki here is sister number 3 to Yvonne and Lisa.
So we have Ireland here today, right?
I do. Ireland is always here.
Okay.
Ireland is always represented. Yvonne said she could not hear her reading at all. It was such a bad echo.
Oh, I'm
Um,
so sorry.
you want to do one card each for her?
Sure. All right. Now, all right, let me start off with
And
the
I'll do
energy. Who are
two.
we doing
Yeah,
a reading for now?
I can throw it too. For
Yvonne.
Yvonne, she wanted a family reading.
Yvonne.
Mine's almost the same. I mean, mine has basically the same meaning as before. I think the family is very emotionally connected. I think there's harmony. I think, everybody in the family are friends. The only problem is you have one person who is deceiving everyone. One person being very sneaky, very cunning. That's what I have.
All right, and
What
I
do you have,
have.
Jade?
Don't worry about it. You feel like you're the healer, the queen of compassion, that sort of thing, but you're also the doer. So you're a hard worker. And you know what? Sometimes there's nothing you can do. People are people, and sometimes they just don't fit in. So I think you just need to focus on doing what you're doing, because it feels like good stuff is coming to you when you just focus on you. Focus on you and the people who do want to be involved in the family, and don't worry about the rest. That's what I'm getting.
All right. So there you go, Yvonne. I hope you heard it that time. I think the sound is much better now. All right, Nikki, here we go. You would like a general reading. All right. So I believe you are. Um, I think you need to have some patience. I think you need to slow down a little bit. I think things are going kind of quick in your life right now. I think you need to take some time, slow down, spend some time by yourself, do some soul searching, right? Maybe if you do meditation or something like that, then you can just take that time to really think about things, make sure things are going the way that you really want them to go. Um, but I really see that as being the case. I do think you have intuition that you should use, that gut feeling. Use your gut feeling. It'll tell you what's right and what's wrong. What do you have for her, Jade?
Okay, I feel that you are really stressed out over something here. You have a really stressful situation, maybe bad dreams, sleepless nights. You you're really worrying. Maybe you're worrying too much. Maybe you have too much on your plate. So you need to go and find some time to unwind, doing some meditation or something. It really feel a little wound up, and it could be over a man. I'm not sure. We have the King of Wands here, and maybe he's too much into his business. Maybe he's not paying enough attention to you. I'm not sure who this man is to you. Could he maybe even be a boss? So maybe there's things happening at work that's really stressing you out. But just focus on you, the best that you can do. And if all else fails, just go into meditation and ask the universe to bring you to What is for your highest good and happiness? Show you the way because wow, you can't do this. I feel like a lot of stress with that. So I don't know what kind of stress you're under or why, but it feels like it could be intense at times. So I leave that with you.
All right. There you go, Nikki. Thanks so much. I do appreciate you being here. It's nice to have you here. It is nice to have
Dreamweaver,
my
Yvonne,
fabulous
Sarah.
my fabulous Facebook Farrell family.
You're welcome, Zara. Modern Priscilla.
All
Hello.
right. So, Haley, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Anything for you? There's got to be something for you, right? There's got to be something. Everybody's got something for them. I don't have anything good, unfortunately. I just come right out with that, like it's okay. Yeah, sucks, but it's all right. Anyhow, I just think that you are being tempted into something that you really don't want to do, right? You're feeling some type of pressure, like peer pressure type thing. And I think that is causing trouble for you, right? It causes a problem. I think it is causing ups and downs for you where you're kind of, some days they're good, some days are not so good. And I think it's because you are being tempted by something. Something is definitely not, you should be staying away from something. I'm sure you have to know what it is yourself. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's definitely making things change for you. All right, what do you got, Jade?
All right. Well, I have that you have some choices that need to be made. You are at a crossroads here. You see this? This is the Seven of Cups. And you're kind of looking at all your hopes and dreams going, well, I really don't know how to make this happen. So you have some choices to make. I mean, even if it doesn't happen immediately, things can be rerouting opportunities, which kind of go hand in hand with the next card, which is the Ten of Wands. So you're planting the seeds for the future here. So I think you just need to put one foot in front of the other to start planting seeds for the future. What is it that you want to do? When you start working on a goal, focusing on something, that's going to help to bring it into being. So right now, it's not worrying so much about maybe what you've lost or what you didn't achieve yet, because something it will be coming, but it probably won't be until later into the fall season that you'll actually see something come of it. And that's what I have for you.
All right. That sounded a lot better than mine.
It looks like there's a lot of worry and stuff, and yet the choices that could be that little devil card there.
Yeah.
Make
Don't be
sure what
tempted.
you pick.
Don't be tempted by all those choices over on the other side.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, Haley. Thank you.
And
Lorraine Wynn, how are you?
hey,
Uh,
Kayla.
hey, Kayla. I'm glad you're here. Fairy Wren Valentina, it's great to have you guys. Let me just go down the list real fast. Georgia Peach, hey. Glad you made it. I am very glad you made it. TJ, Sarah. Sarah, it's great to have you. TJ, it's always nice to have you too. Dreamweaver, Robert. It's great to have
Flower.
you guys. It's good to have some guys here for a change. TJ's here though. I got TJ.
It's nice to see you here too.
Yeah.
Dreamweaver, he says, nice to
Yep.
be here. He says, hi, Cosmo.
Yeah, Kayla, it's good to have you here. I'm glad to see you. So, all right, let's go back. Lorraine would like some cards, and you got it.
Kayla wants to know what decks are being used. I'm using the Connolly deck.
And I'm using Anna K. I got Anna K going. All right, so what do I got for you, Lorraine? Lorraine, I think you are having some type of a struggle with someone, right? You're having some kind of a fight. Are you fighting with somebody or arguing with somebody recently or now? No, not right this second, but now in the present. If you are, I think you win. You win the argument. You win the fight because you have victory here, right? And you have a lot of support. There is a lot of support behind you. So keep that in mind. That's what I have for you, Lorraine. What do you have, Jade?
Well, I have basically the same thing. How interesting. We have Eight of Wands. Everything's up in the air. It feels like a lot of indecisions. Um, Boy, just a lot of controversy. Can't figure out what to do. And here then I have the lovers. So we do, well, not the lovers, but the Four of Wands, which does affect the love interest. So it could be that you have been either arguing or disputing or not agreeing on things. There's too many choices to make, which was putting a lot of stress on things. But I do feel that you will come to a common ground here and things will begin to be better and you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labors. I leave that with you.
Awesome. All right, Lorraine. That is what you get. That's what you got.
To get in the box Cracker Jacks.
Oh my. Yeah, Lisa Farrell says so true that one person is all for themselves. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. There's one in
That
every
is what we
bunch.
got.
Yeah.
So, Fairy Wren, I'm glad you're here. How are things in Australia? Hopefully well. Valentina. Valentina wants to know what are Carlo's feelings towards me. He was ignoring you? Oh, what's he thinking? What
Hi,
is he
what was
thinking?
that
You
friend
know,
asked you? What?
these guys. Sometimes I wish I could have talks with them. You should bring them on the show. Sometimes.
What is that last name? It's so tiny on my side that I can't really see it. Sorry.
What's that? What she
Her
said?
last name, Valentina, and
Oh,
yeah,
Fur. F-E-R.
her. Okay.
Yep. All right. So, Valentina, here's what I get for you. Here is what I get. Don't forget, guys, when you have a moment, go over to the Violet Sage and make sure you subscribe to her. She has a show every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. And then you can do all the math for all the other time zones in the world. She is on Facebook. She is on YouTube. So that covers all you guys. All right. So, Valentina, Carlo's feelings are really good. You got the world. The world is happiness and joy, and you find your purpose. You find your place. Everything is good. And then the high priest comes in and says, Carlo wants to protect you, right? He wants to protect you. He wants rules. He wants things to be set up the way he wants them. You know, he has rules. And he really wants you to follow them, I believe. I also believe that you should go back to your traditions, go back to your spiritual roots, if you have them, or and whatever they are, whatever those spiritual roots are, you should probably go back to them a little bit, and I think you will get some clarity on what's going on with Carlo for sure. What do you have, Jade?
Mm, well, I'll see if we can coincide this somehow. I'm not sure. I have somebody that's looking, not really sure what foundations that they've built. This is the Seven of Wands here. I think that they're trying to figure things out, and it could be exactly like he said. Maybe you're not quite on the same level as each other right now. But and it does feel like there's choices to be made. We got the choice card again. So we have the Seven of Cups. So where love is concerned, there's a path, and there's some choices that need to be made. Maybe he's just in a time that he's just trying to figure things out. Like, are we on the same page? I don't think that it's that he doesn't care for you. I think that he really does care for you, or he wouldn't be considering things at all. So there's a lot of consideration going on right now, but it does feel like there may come a time when some choices are going to have to be made. Maybe you're going to have to make concessions. Maybe he will. I'm not really sure, but it seems like it's a decision time. So there's some things that you either come together on, agree on, or maybe you can both fine tune together. But it's a little unsure right now. But I don't think
Yeah.
it's because someone else is involved or something like that. I think it's just, feeling each other out.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Valentina, for your question. I do appreciate it. Ani, yes, I have changed my show times. I have changed my show times to 11:30 a.m. Eastern and 8:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, you guys ready for the big unveiling? Here it comes. The big unveiling of the next new part of the Tarot Days and Nights show. Dun 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 dun. Wave. Yep, daily tarot tips starting
Wow.
Sunday every day. I will do a general reading and post it over on YouTube, and every day you guys will get one, and it will be called Daily Tarot Tips.
That's
All
cool.
right,
I love how you did that.
you
You're
like
so
that?
you're so talented. Yeah.
That one I came up with. The other screens, all these other cool screens that I have, were done by Modern Priscilla Tarot. I had nothing to do with those.
Very nice. Very
But the
nice.
the video, I did those. I worked on that. There's another video that goes along with it at the end, and it's I don't know. I worked on them all afternoon in between doing all the videos and all the other stuff. So
Priscilla loves
yeah,
it.
what a crazy
Dreamweaver loves
day.
it. Denise,
Yeah.
Yvonne. Yeah, very good.
So that is the next new part of that's the next new part of the show.
Well, the
Tarot Days and Nights
question
will
for
be
you is,
daily.
when are you going to find time to sleep?
I will get them in. They will be posted in the mornings, and they'll be done. They will be done every single day. It's going to be good, and it will be called Daily Tarot Tips.
So just going up,
All right.
Valentino said that we were having a little fight right now. See that? So
See,
you just got choices to make. See if you're on the same page, and you'll know what's in store for you for the rest of your life. That way, don't
that's it.
settle
That's
unless you want
exactly right. All right, Georgia Peach. Will you be able to lower your mortgage payment? Oh, you know what? I actually think in this case, I think the Queen of Swords is actually very good for you because it's going to help when you go to the bank or to the mortgage company or wherever it is you have your mortgage now and you try to get a lower rate. I think you will be, you're not going to be emotionally involved in the negotiation or the discussion. So you'll be using your brains, right? You'll be using your smarts. Instead of just using your heart and thinking, oh, well, this person explained it nice, so I'm not going to bother. No, 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 no. You're going to use your head and you're going to insist that you get a better rate, right? I think you're fishing for that. I think you're fishing for a better rate. I think you are, I think you're going to get a message that's going to tell you of a financial opportunity. And that's exactly what the Page of Pentacles tells me all about, is financial opportunities. So that's really what you're looking for, I believe. Georgia Peach, what do you have, Jade?
Well, it's interesting because I was sitting here playing with card shuffling, and this card fell out before, and then I put it back in because nobody's question was up there and it came out again. So I'm gonna say you're gonna be up against a tough cookie. He's definitely gonna be looking over things with a fine tooth comb. So it's not like they're gonna be easy on you because there's so much going on in the world right now. They're trying to be really careful with their monies and what they do. So, but then you come into play and you're just as tough as he is. So I think it's
There
going to
you
be a
go.
really big toss up here. It's the wits against the wits, and the Stern is like he'll say, "Well, I don't know, but if you don't have this, this, and this, well, you know what? I just happen to have this, this, and this." So it's going to be a good one. I am not sure, win, draw, or whatever, but it does feel like it. I wish I was a little fly on the wall because it's going to be interesting. That's
It's
all
gonna
I
be
can
the
say on that
wits.
one. The battle of the wits.
Yeah, it's gonna be the wits versus the witch, because she is the ice queen. I always say that she's the wicked witch. She's the nasty stepmother. She's the wicked stepmother. She's all the bad people in Disney movies.
Well, go in prepared.
All the ones who are bad in Disney movies. That's her all wrapped up in one.
Wow.
All right, TJ, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it tonight. I'm sure all of the other Farrell sisters told you. Come on out.
Is that Ireland again?
Because TJ is also from the fabulous Facebook Farrell family. All right, TJ, I think things are moving extremely slowly for you. It feels like time is standing still. And things don't seem right when that happens, right? You know, I just think, things are just crawling along that you feel like the days are dragging, you can't get anything done. You're just not, you're just not having a good time. He's not moving at all. So I don't think you are either. I think you feel like you're left out. I think you feel left out in the cold, right? You can really see that. You can really, really see that here in the Five of Pentacles. I think you feel a bit insecure. I think you are scared about stuff. Again, I think you're a bit scared about being left out of everything, and that is difficult. What do you have, Jade?
Okay. Well, I do. Here we got this nasty little card again. I never really liked that card. Ten of Swords. It means either you're having bad dreams or you're having a lot of worries, concerns. Don't let it consume you because it feels like there's a lot of good to still be had. Maybe just shifting gears, do a little meditation, empty out a little bit. I don't know if you're having some bad feelings or a lot of concerns or worries over a woman or not, because we do have the High Priestess here. So this is a person who's actually very connected, very caring, but they're strong, and it's okay for a woman to be standing in her integrity and her ground. So if you're worried or concerned about maybe what you might be doing, I think everything is really good there. Um, but you're still losing sleep over something, and sometimes I feel like this is finances for you, but I'm not sure because we're not seeing this in the next card. So I'm just going to tell you, just don't worry so much. I feel like someone's really got your back that's really powerful, but just know doing the best you can on anything is going to be all you can do. So just let it go from the screen of your mind so you don't have any more sleepless nights. I leave that with you.
Yeah. All right, TJ. Again, I hope you're well. I do hope.
Sarah, Holland, wondering what's the best way to
All
connect
right, Zara.
with yourself.
Zara, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to have you. You're wondering what's the best way to connect to your higher self and your spirit guides. Which techniques do they want you to use? is an interesting question. That is an interesting question, Sarah.
Yeah, to come out with the cards, that's going to be an interesting one.
I got the Five of Pentacles again. See that? I shuffle, I pick random, I get the same cards. It's amazing. Um, I think I think what is going to help you with your higher self and to find your spirit guides, I think the best technique for you to use is to become emotionally in tune with your intuition. Right? You have to be able to feel very, very strongly that intuition, and that intuition, for me at least, is always that gut feeling, right? It's down in your stomach. I think I've told the story before. When I used to get called to my boss's office, if I felt okay, I knew everything was going to be good. If I ended up with a stomach ache or my stomach pains on the way there or whatever, I knew that something bad was going to happen. I just knew, and it was always right. It was always right. Use that. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. They really want you to emotionally tune into your intuition, right? And if you need help, it's going to be available for you. What do you have, Jade?
Well, I have that you need to be strong. I believe you need to be confident. You have to be confident in yourself, confident in what you receive. Do not second guess yourself when you're getting things, because what you're getting feels like it is already accurate. Maybe just fine tuning, maybe what certain meanings mean to you. But why do I feel like maybe using some maybe coins like iChing coins or something that might actually enhance or raise your vibration a little bit. And then I also have love. So we have love and making sure that you commune with your guides, guardians, and angels every day. But when you have the spirit of love and you look at everybody you pass down the street with love, you have like reverence for the earth, the animals, everything. That's that unconditional, all encompassing love. And that's going to bring you to a higher vibration. And your guides that are there, I find that what works so they don't start waking you up in the middle of the night is you set a time every day, you communicate with them, you tell them that, all right, 5 o'clock every night, directly after dinner, I'm going to come and sit in this space. I'll light a candle, incense, or whatever, and then I am going to uh, commune with you. I'm going to go into a meditation. If there's anything that you need to share with me, then that will be the time. And space for them, that's when things start to happen. So I leave that with you.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Good stuff there. All right, Robert, if I can find it again now. Geez, where did it go?
I can hear the scrolling.
I know. Can you hear that? I hate this mouse. It clicks every time I scroll. And the microphone picks up everything.
And
It's a
you're
good thing I can
welcome,
be
everyone. I know
extremely quiet.
everybody's, yeah, they could hear it scroll, scroll, scroll. Sorry, and I know somebody made a joke about the dog barking in the background before, like, boy, just when that card came out, the dog was barking. Little dog bark. Yes.
Ah, there it is, Robert.
My
I
dog brings
knew it
little
was there
stones out
somewhere.
to me, what I need to use for the day, too. He's kind of trippy.
Yeah. All right, Robert. So you would like a reading, a general reading? Sounds awesome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you were able to make it. That is good. I'm just trying to find a couple of things. There we go. Okay, so excellent. Hey, Flower. Flower, are you new? Are you new to my show? If you are, if you would please hit like. Well, I can't point to it because it's on her side. So from her side. But please like and subscribe for me. I would appreciate that very much.
Like I got you covered.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Kayla donated, she said,
Kayla donated.
to us both. Oh, thank you, Kayla.
Kayla. Kayla, you know what happens. All right. So,
Oh,
Robert with a
oh,
little
you did
reading.
see what Robert said? Just a
No, what?
general reading since Night Reader shut my love life down the other night.
Oh, I know. I did.
Oh,
I I don't want to say it, but yeah, he kind of got blocked. He got blocked on Lenormand night, Wednesday.
Lamore. Oh,
The
that one.
Lenormand edition of Tarot Days and Nights on Wednesday night. He kind of got blocked. It wasn't nice. It was sad. I felt horrible.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What cups is that? I got a cups too.
yeah, you got to come to Lenormand night. It's fun.
I know.
It's interesting. It's different. It's very different. And that's the best way to explain it. It's not tarot. It's not tarot. So, all right, Robert. Here's what we've got. Or here's what I've got at least. I think there's big changes coming for you. Right? I think things are changing. They may seem a little chaotic when they change. Things may seem like, they're never going to be the same. They're probably not going to be exactly the same. But when you move forward from it, when you move forward from the changes, you're going to have a lot of different options to pick from. There'll be a lot of things you can choose to do to move forward, and you're going to have to pick something. Something is going to be, something's going to be there that you really need to make a choice. You just have a lot of options coming up
Which cups is that?
after a big change. What do you got, Jade?
Which cups is that you have? I can't read them from
That is the
here.
7 of Cups.
7. It's funny. I got the 8 of cups.
Yes.
All right. So, Robert, I got the 8 of cups for you. I see that you are doing, you're praying about the situation. You're doing your communing. That's excellent. I do feel that there's a lot of things sitting for you waiting on the back burner. It just feels that there are some things that may just have to occur first, but I think things are going to be good. We do have the Hermit card, though. So I know some of this, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe scary because you're doing so much alone, but the best way to actually really seriously choose and decide is to be alone. So you know there's no other influences but your own. So you're making your own decisions from the right place. So I do feel that they're going to come to be once you figure out what you want to start with. So I think it's all good, and you need to keep communing, but it's nobody can make these decisions but you. All right, I leave that with you.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, so of course you get the Hermit, which means isolation, right? All by yourself. Yeah, that kind of goes with
All by
Lenormand night.
myself.
Jeez. Robert, I'm so sorry. You're never going to come back to my show. You'll never come back.
We
Oh,
just gotta look at self in a good way. It's okay.
yeah. So Kayla donated. She had a question that she wanted. She wants to know, with the anniversary of Billy coming up, what does Billy want me to do in remembrance of him? All right. Let's take a look. Oh, come on. Cards. All right. What does he want you to do? Jade, you're going to be much more tuned in on this than I am, even. That's for sure.
Let's see. Oh,
All
interesting.
right. I think he wants you to not worry so much. He wants you to stop worrying. He understands that you're, upset. There's no question about it. He understands you're anxious. He understands there is that depression, that sadness. He knows that there's nightmares. He knows that there's no sleep. He knows that there's fears in your subconscious, all the way back in your subconscious. He knows that. So what he wants you to do moving forward is he wants you to start something new. completely new from the seeds up, right? Ace of Pentacles, you're planting the seeds of something new so that something good grows. Now, is that going to be literal? Literally, you plant something? Maybe. It might be. All right, what do you have, Jade?
Well, it's funny that the planting something before. Remember, I had actually given you a reading on this once before, where he wanted the kids to plant marigolds, and I'm like, what is the significance of marigolds? I looked it up, and it's actually a flower for communication with the dead. How that was very interesting. But what I have here right now is the Eight of Swords. So I am agreeing with him. It feels like it's time to put down the pain. You see how the swords are going into the ground. It's like, okay, the lack of better saying it in a better way is he's made you suffer enough, and it feels like he knows that's what he did, and he made you suffer. So it feels like you're sitting there staring out the window, you're remembering it, and this is all you can think about. And I feel that this one needs to be put to rest now. The swords are being put away, and you now need to make decisions. You have to make some decisions and choices for yourself, and it is your choice. So again, it's putting him and the pain of it aside, and then starting to welcome your new life by making some choices to move forward with. So this is what I have for you, my dear. Hopefully that helps. It's
All
all about
right.
pain. Look at all those swords. You need to make the
Yeah.
choice to put that pain down.
I got to tell you, Kayla, I think literally that was the point. Plant something. And I think that kind of went along with, something that your mama told you before. So, all right. So, flower. There you go. That's what you're going to plant.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking that when you said that. Or
Could I could I have picked a better person to follow up that reading? No. Flower says, "How will my married life be?" How
flower.
will your married life be, huh? Well, all right, let's see what we get. Let us see. MPT, give me a woot woot for Anna K. Your marriage, or your married life, is going to be all about overcoming obstacles. I think you've had obstacles in the past, and I think once you get married, once you've got married and been married for a while, I think you will rise above, right? Mountains are obstacles in tarot. So I think you'll rise above your obstacles. You'll be able to move past the obstacles. The only thing is though, there are, you got to remember every relationship isn't perfect every minute of every day. There are fights, there are arguments, right? You just have to know when enough is enough of that argument, right? Most of the time, nobody's going to win. There's not going to be a winner. Everybody walks away mad, and then you're mad at each other, and then there's nothing. One person doesn't get to eat for hours, and the other person sleeps on the couch, and it's craziness. So keep that in mind, right? That's what I think, Flower. That's what I think. What do you have, Jade?
Okay. Well, what I have, we have the Nine of Pentacles here, but I see you where you sit and wait, and you're always wondering how things are going to be. Maybe you're always wondering where you went wrong. I don't feel that you should be thinking that way. I also feel like you may be a person that maybe he travels a lot for work or something, and maybe you're always worried, you're always concerned. You're really going to have to try to get yourself out of that worry rut, because you will create reasons to worry. So you don't want to do that. And then we have the high priestess. So you really have it all going on. And if you continue to look at yourself, or not continue to, start to. Maybe look at yourself as, you know what? I know I'm worth everything. I don't have to really worry about anything because I will make my own plans. I'll make my own way. I have a lot of things to keep me busy, and it's just a coming to a meeting of the minds. What can you handle? What can you tolerate? What are you prepared to do or not do? Maybe you guys ought to sit down and discuss this first, but because there may be a lot of times where you're waiting on him or always wondering. So maybe you should uh, again just get together and fine tune things so you know you're on the same page, and then you can avoid all this. Right, I'll leave that
Yeah,
with you.
that sounds good. That definitely sounds good. Georgia Peach said that sounds so much like me. Natasha, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm just looking down to see who else. Do we have other questions going on other than Natasha? Because it is past 7 o'clock a little bit, and well, we started a little late, so.
Yeah, we did. So much going on. If you guys only know what goes on in the background of these things.
Oh, if you only knew.
uh,
All right, so let me. We're gonna do Natasha's reading, and we'll do one more after that, and then that'll be our last reading. So we've got this one and one more. How about that?
okay, general reading. Okay. Petier, is that how you say that? Petier?
What's that?
How do you say your last name? Natasha Petier?
Peltier? I don't know. Is
Petier?
it French?
Natasha Petier.
Natasha, did I get it right? Is it? Please tell me. Tell me I got it right. I would be very impressed with
Peltier.
myself.
Peltier. I see it over here on the side now. It's like I said, it's harder for me to read on the screen.
All right, we're gonna have a little side bet between us, and she says Peltier, I say Peltier. I don't know. I'm going. Now we need to know. We need to know, Natasha. How do
No.
you pronounce it?
I'll have to write it out so
All
he
right.
understands.
So, a general reading for you. I think you are working with people. I think you're working with people who work really well with you. I think you have a lot of teamwork. You have a lot of cooperation, right? I think you make plans, and I think those plans get. I think those plans get realized again by the help of other people, not just you doing things, but other people working with you. And again, it's a good group. The more you work together, the more things grow, and the better things grow, then the more you have. The further you go in life, the more you get, and that's kind of what you want, right? So that's what I see for you, Natasha. What do you got, Jade?
First, she says, I'm right, I'm the winner. What do I get? No, I'm kidding. All right. I
Oh,
see. Two of wands. So I feel like, do you work with the public? Maybe, or whatever you do, maybe greatly affects the public or the world because he's got the world in his hand, and there is a lot of work going on. Possibly even trips involved with work. I do feel that you want to get someone's blessing on some of this as well. Maybe you're getting the go ahead to go do something or take a trip that you wanted to, maybe even involved with work or maybe even a healing process because we got a lot of green here for the healing as well. But I do feel that your work is being felt and it is for, I feel like a greater purpose. So I think you should stick with it, especially if you were trying to make any decisions with that. And, or if you were going to get the go ahead, maybe on a proposal you put forward, I think you're going to get it. So this is what I leave with you.
that sounds good. Yeah, it was all kind of work based, wasn't it?
Yeah, a
It
lot of work.
really seemed very, very work based. Um, but well, that's the way it is, right? Sometimes that's what they need. The cards need you to know a little bit about work. All right, so I'm just looking. All right, Dreamweaver wanted to know if we could do a general reading
Dreamweaver. Sorry.
for him.
Okay,
All
other
right.
side. Say thank you.
I'm going to defer more to you, Jade, on this than me. You'll get a
Oh,
lovely reading from me, Dreamweaver, but
he's probably hoping for yours more than mine. No, I'm kidding. uh,
yeah,
actually, you get some good stuff.
this is where the good
Oh,
stuff comes out. Let's see. I think, I think we only have one more question on the list. You want to just do it after this?
sure.
All right, good. All right, so I got the Queen of Swords again. She's been out here all night long, and finally justice raised its lovely head.
Mm,
It wouldn't be a night without justice, that's for sure. Um, so I think that right now things are very cold. Things are very distant between someone and you. I think you're having some kind of a separation. You're away from somebody, and it's not um, it's not because you want to. It's because things just aren't going well. I think justice says that you feel like things aren't fair. Things are not being fair to you, and that doesn't give a good balance. That does not make things balanced. It seems like somebody's getting more than the other. One side is heavier than the other side, and that is what I see for you. What do you got, Jade?
okay, please forgive me because I had four cards that jumped out and they all seem very accurate, so I will read them as fast as possible.
Put them all out there then. What
We
the
got
heck?
the materialism. So being connected to material pursuits, but I personally know why because I know that he's actually in need of some money to get some very important things done. Um, I do believe that you are going to be making yourself felt, intentions felt, your feeling the aftermath of why you're in need of this money. So it's kind of like this give and take thing going on here with the money, but yet things are going to be working out. Now with this other card here, there's a lot of work. There is money that's going to come in that's going to support what you need, but it does feel like you're getting exhausted. Like, oh my God, it's almost done. This is just about killed me. That's like what you're feeling. And then we have the world. So you are finally going to attain what you have been working towards, and then things will be well worth it, and you'll be happy in the end. So that's what I got for you.
All right, Dreamweaver. There you go. I told you you'd
Yeah.
get more enlightenment from her than you would from me. I told you that. All right, here it is. Our last reading, Rachel.
Ah, another one.
I
How many
told you.
people are in this family? Six?
How many did? What did I tell you? How many come to see my show? There's five sisters, um, two significant others, one daughter, and Rachel is the cousin. Cousin Rachel. Cousin Rachel. I got the Queen of Swords again. Oh, I don't like this. I think something's going wrong. Something's gone wrong, Rachel. Um, I see where things are happening behind your back, and it's making you feel like you are um, sad. It feels like that things are bad, that things are not going right. Um, I think you have that feeling. I really do. I think it's something that is just, again, it's an intuition type thing. It's a feeling, it's a gut feeling that something is going on, but you just can't put your sword on it, right?
Sorry,
Yeah,
can't put
you're an
your sword on
independent
it.
person. You seem to be a very independent person, and that's what I get. Um, and I think something's going on though, and I think you kind of have a feeling about it. What do you have, Jade?
Okay, Rachel. So what I have first is that there is some confusion where money is concerned. Needing to balance things out. Then we have the infinity symbol. So it feels like you really need to get your ducks in a row in order to make things balance out. So something that maybe you can count on and figure on in the future. But I think almost everybody in your family got this card or close to them. So we have this King of Swords. He came up a lot today, where there is a man that almost feels like he's in authority. He really likes to make his opinion felt, and he feels like he is the ruler, and which way his way goes. I, I, I don't know. I feel like there's some choices that you need to make instead of that or with that. That's going to make things a little better, especially where money is concerned. So maybe consider listening to the advice. But if this person gets too pushy or hot headed with you, I think you need to stand your ground, but always consider what they're saying because it feels like there's advice in there, but it also feels like somebody may be pushing it to another limit that they shouldn't be pushing it to. And this is what I get for you. Hopefully, that's been some help.
All right. Well, that was it. That was our last question for the night. It is 7, oh, almost quarter after 7. Yeah, well, we started late. And, it's always fun when you do a show together, right? It's always fun. We have a good time. Kayla said, great show. Thank you. We
Yeah,
do
well, it's
appreciate that. I
awesome.
appreciate that. That's
Lots
for
of
sure. I know your
people.
mom does.
Yeah.
Um, so everybody have a good night. I hope you all had a good time. I will be back again at 8:30. Another, what is it? An hour and 15 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully somewhere in there I still have to do another Freebie Friday recording.
Oh
Take care of
my.
that. And then I will be, hopefully I'll get something to eat before 8:30, but I doubt it.
I think
So
that's
don't. Yeah, don't forget daily tarot tips starting Sunday and every day. All right, so they will be daily.
well. Thank you
And
for coming, everyone. Too.
yeah,
It's
thank you
great
so
seeing
much. I do
everybody.
appreciate everybody being here. And I hope you all had a good time. All right, so from Violet Sage and I, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for all being here and supporting us.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Bye
Good
now.
night.